Well, I don't know how the audio is going to work directly on the phone, and it may not pick it up that well, but I'm going to start working on the outside skirt board here. Get those fine cuts done, where the intersections of the treads, the intersections of the risers meet the skirt board on the outside. I've got it pretty much laid out already, it's just that I had to confirm some things and start making those cuts. I forgot that I still have to add a whole bunch of blocking behind this piece here where all the treads are at, where the tread settings are at, because otherwise this riser board, the structure like that is, will want to tip in rather than stay plumb like I have the wall already established. The skirt board that I cut a few shoots ago, and finally getting a chance to put it in place because it was a lot easier to make those notches while all this other stuff wasn't in the way. Now it's already accommodated to go around all the stair treads because the stair treads only had 1.5 inches of room away from the drywall, and I've just to about, well, now it's over top of the treads, and I would not have been able to take and do this on the side and project the whole. Alright, that's got the skirt board nailed in place for the far side on the wall. That's got a big deal all the way through the 4.5 inch dimension, just like all the other panels are up above. We'll still give that a fine sanding on some of the joints where, again, those slight radius pieces come together with a square cut edge, and that's all the way up in that corner up there where the riser is. See if I can get my finger to point up there by hitting it right. Yeah, right up there at that corner. I got a little bit of filler up there that needs to be sanded out before I put a scotia mold on. But I'm going to start moving on with the outside stringer when it goes alongside this outside edge here. And it's going to take me a while to cut it. I got put in marks, but I got to verify what plumb is first because the original stringers have shrunk. They were cut plumb and level at one time, but due to the nature of wood, when it shrinks, those angles change. The pitch of the stairs changes a little bit more aggressively, and the risers lean back a little due to the nature of the shrinkage. I followed that same thing when I was putting my new piece on, the 2x8 that's in that outside edge. I just put those blocks on right there at that point. So, and that right there is going to give you some leeway. I'm going to bring the risers so they're in front. That'll leave me place for a shim at the top, but it's tight at the bottom where the treads are at. So that's the important thing. So I'm going to move on with that. All right, got my mic back on again, so hopefully you can hear as I'm talking here. What I've done, I'm taking a straight edge, my short level in this case, and taking the marks that I left as a plumb line, but it's not a complete line because I couldn't reach all the way down beside the risers to the face of the risers to make the marks. So I'm taking the marks that I do have, which is the actual corner of the bottom of the riser where it meets the tread, and I'm creating a new line with the plumb line, so I have a nice clean line to follow. And I've done that all the way down at the far end, and now I'm going up to the top end of the treads. And what the hope is that I'm going to find a nice uniform degree that I can set my miter box on and cut these at a bevel, at an angle and a bevel, called a compound miter. And once I find out what that nice degree is, I can cut all these fairly easily and finish this up. So 1 inch is a good number below. Yes, 1 inch is a good number below. So I'll mark all those. This is the dimension of the overcut that I can make from the back side with a miter box. That way the cut through the face side where you see it at will not be visible because the cuts stop right at the intersecting point where the two cuts meet from the horizontal to the vertical cut. I'm making the vertical cuts now, and so far the degree markings that I have for that first one that I cut is agreeing with the second one, and it should be the same thing all the way through because all of them are referenced by plumb, not by angles or shrinkage or anything like that the wood may have done over time. So let's just see how this wants to act. I really need to set the bull nose now.